Hello, hopefully this is working. I am Kamurai. Welcome to the house of Kamurai build. I'm going to talk about life and stuff and things. Yay! I feel like it's been a busier week than it probably has. This is probably going to be doing my voice or something. A second. Make sure that doesn't do that. I've been slowly and steadily researching different things. For live streaming and whatnot, and trying to get to know OBS a little bit better, because I didn't even realize there's multiple profiles. I even went on Twitter to ask, and I thought the guy was being a dick. Maybe he wasn't. Someone else came to his defense, but that doesn't really disqualify his status. It's probably a misunderstanding, but it didn't feel like it, because the question went like, are we going to add multiple things to profiles, or are we going to add profiles to the connection settings? And he's like, you mean like where we set stuff? Which, even without that tone of voice, like that felt like mocking them. But I was like, I don't want my answer, so I'll just take it. And I finally got. He finally expressed, or on the second try, he expressed it like it was an existing feature, and apparently, so I was like, apparently I'm an idiot for having it wrong. I was like, thanks for being a dick about it, but I'll look again. This is concerning me. I am trying to test this out on Ustream instead of going directly to YouTube. You can see I changed the overlay a little bit, if I can do this right. Like name, I actually went into GIMP and actually redid a whole project so that now all the white spaces are their own layers, and these up here are actually 1, 2, 3 layers. And all the text forces itself into its own layer, so fuck that. But so I kind of had fun doing that, but I was just trying to get it done. Ustream is concerning me because it doesn't seem like. Oh, I did not hit play. There we go. You may have heard my voice there for a second, so it's working. The test had worked, but it was like super brief. So yeah, so I'm gonna start using this to. I don't know why. I'm gonna do it for funsies because I can just port it over to YouTube, and as long as I have my overlay, I pointed to the one spot where it's not. I really don't care what I use to do it. If I can do it for Periscope, and then honestly, I can figure out how to download it. Even if I have to run it through like NetShark or something, I can get it downloaded. But that seems to be the next big step with Periscope and Meerkat, is that you need to be able to download and manage your videos, because they're storing them for you. So why wouldn't they let you take it down and get it off their server? Or eventually they're going to remove it like Twitch does, because Twitch, depending upon how you're doing it, has the limited amount. And that seems to be the big deal with this, especially for live streaming, is that like there's a paywall that goes up. Like for Ustream, it's $99 for the lowest possible plan to get all the goodies. But they have free software support, which I thought was really neat, and I downloaded the software, and I'm like, oh, well, in order to get any of the good stuff, you really got to have the pro version, which costs you $99. I think it's $99 a month. I could be wrong. But, so, being as that maybe I could do it, but I really don't want to. It's not a good idea, even, because that's $100 a month I can put towards a credit card or something. Student loans. So there's that. So that's Ustream. But YouTube is a fucking nightmare. Like, I set up OBS for it so that I could possibly do gaming, but in order to do it properly, I have to go through this lengthy setup, which is fine if I'm being serious about doing it for YouTube, and then I have to input an individualized stream key for each one. Like Ustream uses the same key just like Twitch does. Twitch uses the same key for the channel because they're designed for live feed. I would think the better architecture would be to have each channel have an associated live channel. So you would have youtube.com/user HTKB, and then you'd have youtube.com/live HTKB, and just have that be the feed, and then that will port over to the account of the same ID. That seems to be the smarter way to go about it, but they're hell-bent on Hangouts, and they already had Hangouts from all their Google Voice experimentation, and now they've got Project Fi as well, so they're probably not going to do that. And the only thing keeping them from competing with Periscope and Meerkat, of all things, really too, is just having a go live button on the apps, because you can go join live calls, broadcasts from a phone, and I'm going to do that next week at VidCon. I'm going to remote into my computer. I'm going to set up a live broadcast, and I'm going to call myself, and then I'm going to have some live feed nonsense, because fuck it, it's VidCon, damn it. And I'm doing it. If I have to go, yeah, okay. And my logic in this is so flawed too. A smarter person than me would have just canceled everything and ate the $700 ticket. But I'm probably spending twice as much, because it's almost $400 to rent a car, because I'm insane. The hotel is probably for another $4, probably more. The ticket itself was $150. What else? Just trying to think of general cost. I mean, food is food wherever you go. Oh yeah, I paid some money to go to Disneyland again. I don't know why I did that. So it's really like I blocked the time. I spent the money on the ticket already. I've got all this other shit reserved. I'm gonna go. And I wanted to go to RTX and not VidCon. I was gonna cancel VidCon and just go to RTX, but I fucked around with RTX too long, and then my buddies are getting married the same weekend, so I'm gonna go there instead, because I made a commitment. I'm really curious how long the delay is for Ustream, because I'm not done this yet. So it's not very long. It's 20 seconds max, I think, because when I started doing this, I switched to 2 fingers, so maybe it is longer. I'm sure it tells you somewhere. Let's see. Oh, Bad Summaries is back. I think I talked about it on Jam on Toast, or on the Watch Spot, rather. The Jam on Toast show itself is all but dead. I've got one thing sitting waiting to get edited, and I need to do that. I did buy a new video card because, oh yeah, that was the other live stream thing, is I tried to do Blood Bowl and use the free version of Minicam to try to get my face and my friend's face both on the screen, so we had double face cam. I know I could do it, but I don't know if it was my video card hanging or if it was the cameras through Minicam that didn't like it, or what. I don't know what the exact problem was. And it puts a watermark of Minicam on there because it's the free version, and it pisses me off because it makes me not want to buy it, which defeats the whole purpose of having the fucking trial. I swear to God, if this fucks up my feed, I just want to look at the settings. I don't want it to actually activate. Good. I'm glad you can't start. Wirecast virtual camera. There's just a bunch of different options for it, but I can't get to the good resolution. That's what I want to look at, because it's locked behind the Pro paywall. The Pro thing for Minicam, and this one might actually be worth it because I think it's a one-shot, but it has to prove itself to be the solution I need. I can't just do it. It's only $50. Which might be low enough that I might just go ahead and do it. My problem is that I need to prove that it works on the free version with the watermark before I buy the Pro. That's the only thing stopping me, Minicam. And you kind of pissed me off the other night because I've never had Blood Bowl crash on me, And so when it crashed, I was really upset. I cried a little, but then I destroyed some elves, so I felt better. But my point was with bad summaries is that I've found a repurposing for Gem on Toast. I feel like I'm such a wishy-washy entertainment guy. I haven't stopped watching movies or television, and series have always been my jam. I like movies, but it's one of those things. It's like I watch people put millions of dollars into something. I'm just like, and that's what you did with it? Not to disparage people for doing what they love to do. Fuck Michael Bay. Good for him. Honestly, he's the one coming out on top. Certainly not everyone else. But I just don't understand like what the motivation is to do that. And given recent light, I understand Michael Bay's stance because it's what makes money. I hate that like money's such a driving force. I want Wardenclyffe as a philosophy. I think that's what I need to do. I need to write up something that's called the Wardenclyffe philosophy, and then let people call it the New Communist Manifesto. Oh, that would be lovely. Actually, I actually wouldn't give a shit. And that's another weird thing. I still don't understand why people are so anti-communist. Like, even in stories, like communism itself is not a bad thing. It's the way people act in it. Because people are shitty assholes, most communist areas don't work. Plus, you really have two different factors. You have the economic side and you've got the political side. And the economic side is theoretically what everyone is all upset about. It's like, oh, you fucking Marxist, because they like their Cheetos or whatever. But the really bad part is linked to the centralist formation or architecture of the political side, because it's the people. It's theoretically communism is everybody works for the common good, so everything is part of the government. And especially here, we look at the government as something separate from us, when it should be an extension of us. And if the government is us, like it should be, then it's not an issue. What Americans especially see is that dictators are bad. Stalin's bad. I don't know why people think Hitler was a communist, but he's a socialist. The Nazi Party was a socialist party. And while I'm on a roll, let's just go ahead and say, like, Hitler was one of the best things that happened in Germany since World War I. And then he quickly became one of the worst things ever to happen to the world. So, just so we're clear on that statement, well, I don't like Hitler. If I had to come down on a side instead of just sitting neutral, I'm pro-Jew. Like, do your thing. Don't fucking kill millions of people because you're an asshole. So that's what kills me, is like if you're looking at theory, if you use your brain, you look at theory and philosophy. Because I'm not talking about creating a communist state. Not even talking about that. I'm just talking about, like, as an idea in a story, like you see those people who all want to work together and get along and not bother anybody. Let's kill them. I just don't get it. But that's just me. Fucking orange cat. How dare you be orange, ginger fuck. Okay. But I am glad to bring some purpose back to that channel. I've been watching a lot of RPG shows, so I definitely want to get incorporated. And if I can set aside any time at all, Bad Summaries does not take long to film, especially if I do the audio separately. Like, I've actually got to film a couple small pieces of audio, and I could write something and then do the voice and then make the little character nod his head to the voice, but I like doing those live because they tend to come out better. It's just a fact. But I plan on doing them for 5 different shows at this point, so I have to get caught up on Critical Role to do that. And that means that I'm not doing the animated thing that I wanted to do because I cannot get myself. I can't get past doing the fucking art. Like, once I get the characters all set, it'll do it, but it takes me like a week just to get to a point where I'm like, no, it's not total trash. I'm not an art person. I'm really not. So I don't know if I'll ever get to the point of actually animating it to the point where we can use it properly. But I do want to at least get Arya and Abby, Cynthia's characters done. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I went to the dentist today. My gums feel funny. And of course, every time I go to the dentist, I get like crystals afterwards. Even though I've been trying to do like no bread and stuff, I broke. I was just like, well, I'm probably not going to this dentist again. I'm gonna go to this crystal because the only time I ever go to crystals is right after the dentist. I probably just packed crap back in my open gums. That was really embarrassing. I actually had like a piece of apple or something stuck there because my teeth are all crammed up. But the hygienist that I've been going to see, she's fucking awesome. And she's cute too, which is not a real factor, but like, yeah, she's definitely, it helps in the moment. And especially when you get boobed. It's just like, oh, that happened. Because I'm not sitting there like, yeah! I'm just like, let me just be respectful, not stare down her blouse. Though, not that I was staring down her blouse, but having the baby bump and getting the big boobs when you're pregnant and stuff, your clothes fit differently. So we had a short discussion about how fun that is. I was just trying to make her feel better. But she's a good egg. So if everything turns out okay with some of these job interviews, God, I hope one sticks. I actually had a lot of fun with the lady on the technical interview today, despite the connection being shitty, and it was her connection. Because she called my Skype line, and it was like, and so I was like, it sounds like we have a really bad connection. Can you try calling me back on my cell? And I gave her my cell, and she called back, and it's still kind of garbage. But we had a bunch of discussions, and we talked about some stuff, and I feel better about it than the last one. I think my problem there was that I was concentrating on the problem, and I wasn't talking to him. Haven't given this, gone through this technical interview. So, we can hope. But I've got a phone interview tomorrow, and then if I can get a technical Monday or Tuesday, that would be lovely, because it's not going to happen while I'm out of town. It's just not. And these stupid cats. Oh my God, is it 5 days or 6? That's 5 days at most. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I leave Wednesday. So, okay, so if you take the half days away, it's 5 days. They're going to be here by themselves for that. So freaky. But I am taking Little to the dentist tomorrow morning. In fact, I'm supposed to pick their food up so she doesn't need anything. Because theoretically, because cats don't like it when you mess with their mouths, especially her, because it's all sensitive right now. So they have to put them under to do their teeth properly. While they're under, if they have food, they throw it up and it doesn't come out their mouth, it goes in their lungs, and they just die on the table. So I'm going to be anxious about that all day. But hopefully she comes through it okay. She's been interacting with the other cats a lot lately. Part of that means that the other cats are chasing her. I don't know if that means that she's getting abused or not, because she doesn't like it, because I don't think she feels like she can defend herself properly. I think the big point on that is that she can't bite back, because when they play, they bite. Like, they swap and they bite. But if we get her back to biting strength, then she can actually play or wrestle with the other cats, and she's smaller than a lot of them. I'd say most of them. She's bigger than Rooster and CT, but that's because they're skinny. Even Weeblack's fat. I'm gonna talk to her. I broke down for Prime Day and I bought a bunch of stuff. Not a bunch. I bought a couple of things. Air purifiers. I bought 2 air purifiers. I bought a video card for the thing. For VidCon, because I had forgotten about Prime Day altogether, I bought one of these. So this will be fun to play with. Oh, will that work? No. And I bought an extender pack for it. And what was the other thing? I don't know. That'll be a nice surprise. Oh, I bought a new micro SD card because I can't find the one that I had for the other camera. And I did 1 or 2 things with it. I'm almost positive because it wasn't in the bag where I thought it was. And I know that I had concerns about leaving it in the bag in the first place because I didn't want it to get damaged. So I was like, where can I put this where it'll be safe? And apparently I thought of something clever because I can't find it now. I had 2 flashbacks. One that I could put it in like another device that took micro SD cards. I only have a couple of those. I have a very old tablet that is a piece of shit. It does not have it in there. That wouldn't be able to read the, what was it? I don't even remember how big it was. But it wouldn't be able to read the memory card anyways. I have an older phone. I checked both my older phones. It didn't seem to be in there. And that's all I can think of. I can't think of anything else that would hold a micro SD card. Because my cameras take SD cards. The Surface does not have a micro SD port, but the iPad does. No, I thought I did, but it doesn't either. That doesn't make sense. I think it tricked me. I'll have to double check that one. I don't think it's there. That would be the perfect place to put it if there was one. It has a SIM card slot. It's got to be able to take a micro. I'll have to open up the back or whatever you do where you would put the SIM card. Now I really want to do that. I gotta check into that. Oh yeah, the douchebag who bought my magic cards and then got upset, returned them. I didn't even bother to verify if the nominal cards I had noted were even returned. It's so fucking stupid. Fucking hate people. And fuck you, eBay, too, because, no. It clearly said no returns. He asked a question, but he didn't ask anything about anything else. There were pictures of the main cards, which he still complained about. Like, fuck you. Hate selling shit. I don't want to do it. I wanted someone else to do it. I was willing to pay them half of whatever they made, and people are still dicks about it. Fuck both of you. There's 2 people that were supposed to do it. And I put that Necron army up, and it sold like within a week, so I need to really just fucking put those other ones up. I can't do anything now because it'll go up. If it sells, it'll probably be over VidCon. So, like, I've got 2 things that have been out there for a while now, and, like, I just gotta, like, I hope you sell, but sell when I need you to sell. And I'm really close to replacing this headset, because if I thought about it yesterday for Prime Day, I definitely would have fucking done it, because this arm is useless. Something else. I know there's something else. I can't remember what the fuck it is. Didn't get the Roomba. I don't know. I'll think of it eventually, I'm sure. Yeah, see, this is awesome. But I'm going to try to get a bad summary in tonight, or two of them. It depends what I build for a set. Anything else you'll see on the Twitter. And I'm going to, of course, port this over to YouTube. To the YouTube-itty-doo-bitty-doos. Oh, that's what it was. It made me sad. Cracked has lost their fucking minds. They were slightly pretentious. I actually liked their, I don't know what you call it, this late night discussion show. And I like Dan, because I like how super analytical he is. So like they have an office discussion show, and they have another thing where Dan just kind of rants about shit. And a lot of times he makes a lot of good points, but I don't know what the fuck they were doing with this. They apparently have a Dead Talk series, which I guess is the point of taking something everyone loves and just ripping on it. And they didn't even, like, it wasn't even all facts. Like, if they had taken just the facts, it would have been fine. They presented Nikolai Tesla as some modern German who's more upset about getting cock-blocked than being the revolutionary that he was. And of all the people, like, let's take something our viewers like and just bash the shit. That doesn't make any sense to me. You're just gonna upset viewers. You're gonna chase off subscribers. Good for you. That combined with the little fucker in the glasses that needs to be fired. Fuck crap. I'm unsubscribing. I got myself worked up enough now. After the fact, I'm done. It was disappointing because they had their moments, but no, it's not like I'm the cult of Tesla. But when the guy did what he did, he came up with all these wonderful fucking things, amazing things that people couldn't imagine. Some things we still can't get to work, or like Wardenclyffe, we don't have to let it work because what's the benefit for anyone to let it work? Revolutionize the electricity industry. Oh, what a shame that would be. And probably by the time we get automated cars working in mass, that's what we'll use to power the systems, because everything else is inefficient. And it'll just take a special receiver to do it. I don't know. It's just fucking. Long live Edison. Or no, long live Tesla. Fuck Edison. I just got too lazy in the middle there. Alright, so I'm nice and angry again, so I'm gonna go do something else now. But fuck, that's all I gotta say. I am Kamurai, and till you see me next time, bye.